I almost forgot we saw a movie tonight. So, here's our thoughts about how to be single. No, we went to go see Deadpool. In the front row, too.
Yeah, I always hate sitting in those front 3 rows. And it should have occurred to me that we should show up early, but it absolutely didn't. And,
it didn't even occur to me earlier to get tickets in advance until about an hour before it started. And I'm like, I should probably do that.
So it wasn't sold out.
Yeah, same here, because honestly, it looked fucking sold out from in there. And there was only like one 7 p.m. screening. It wasn't like there was one like every half hour or anything. But yeah, so at least like... I've been in far worse situations in the front row. Like, at least with this, I could see the entirety of the screen.
Yeah, that was thanks to this one right here, because there's this wall of nerds and like 2 seats.
Yeah.
And so the guy that was sitting next to you, I leaned over, I'm like, excuse me, sir, is anyone in these seats? And he gave me like the dirtiest fucking look, and he says, no. So then I got him for us, and then every time we had to like walk past them, you could hear like, fucking goddamn it.
Well, he can go fuck himself.
He sure can. And the guy next to me, if you are a larger gentleman, I understand that you need more room in, there's only so much theater seat for a person to fit in. So, like, if you're a larger fella, I'll cede you the armrest. That's not a problem. But if you're, like, not even making an effort not to be in my fucking airspace past the armrest, I hate you.
And that's the same guy?
No, the guy that was on your side was the one that gave me a dirty look. The guy that was on my side was the one that was making me have to, like, sit like this.
Oh, okay. It's like, look, dude, we're all in the front row here. We're all gonna be uncomfortable. Cop the fucking attitude, man. Fuck off. Like, I've been in the front row where you have to, like, fucking...
Like, yeah.
Like, back and forth. And I was in the front for fucking Daddy's Home. Thank God that wasn't one of them where Will Ferrell showed his ass.
It would have been, like, right here.
Thank God it was the 1% of his movies where he didn't do that. But no, I could see the entire screen without turning my head. That was nice. And if this movie's in 3D, I don't know, but we were at a 2D screening, so that was nice.
Yeah. Because I've never watched a 3D movie from that close before, but I can't imagine it's very pleasant.
It wasn't as... It's unpleasant regardless with the 3D glasses on or without it, but I was in that last Harry Potter movie. And it wasn't as bad as you'd think, but it was honestly just as fucking annoying if I had the glasses on or off. But the movie was fucking great.
It was really good. I'm extremely pleased because as I've mentioned before, the previews made me really nervous that it wasn't going to be good. But in the actual factual movie, the way that his mask was and the way that his lines were delivered, it did match up. It did look like there was an actual face moving underneath it.
Oh, it looked great. And like the movement of the eyes and everything, it was done so well. Like you can see Ryan Reynolds under here, like 100%. Like it feels like this is the same guy and not just somebody else in a mask. Yeah, because in the trailer, I never thought the movie looked bad or anything. I was always looking forward to the movie, but I was like, what is with his mouth in the trailer? I'm like, is that CGI? What's going on here? Why is it just kind of... No, in the movie it looks great. In the movie it looks totally fine. I mean, the film is... God damn, this might actually be my... If it's not my new favorite Marvel movie now, it's one of my favorite ones in a while. I absolutely fucking loved this movie, and I can't wait to go to Detroit and take Violet to it.
One of the reasons I was so nervous is, like, I'm not a comics expert by any means, but if I do have a favorite, it's Deadpool. And so, like, I think that it's one of those characters that it can be hard to do well, because a lot of his shtick is, a lot of, like, the kind of silly jokes mixed with the filth and then breaking the fourth wall, and like if they did it wrong, they'd do it really wrong. But I think that they pulled it off really well in the movie. They had stuff like credits that were...
That's some of the best opening credits. That's one of the best opening credit sequences I've seen in a while. Like, that might be one of my favorite opening credit sequences of all time. Well, they have a perfect guy playing this part, which is what was so fucking infuriating about fucking Origins Wolverine. Aside from it just doing that character badly, that's doing the character badly, yet still casting it perfectly.
Yeah.
But not doing any fucking
The
thing
thing
with
is that
it.
I'm pretty sure that Deadpool is also Ryan Reynolds' favorite, and so that's he probably put himself up to play it in Wolverine, and so then he's been wanting to play it in his own movie since then. And so I think that you can tell that he likes the character from the way that he played it.
Oh yeah, I mean Ryan Reynolds can be really funny and charismatic in movies he probably doesn't give a shit about.
Oh, like Ben Wilder?
I'm sure he gave a shit about Ben Wilder. I don't think he necessarily walked through. Maybe if he acted in that movie now, but I'm sure like 20-some-year-old Ryan Reynolds was probably having fun.
I enjoyed Van Wilder. It just sprang to mind
it.
because it's super dumb. It's got Tara Reid in it.
What's wrong with dumb Tara Reid movies?
Poor old Tara Reid, back when her boobies were normal.
Like, Josie and the Pussycats was alright. Yeah, she was the worst part of it. It's alright in Sharknado.
She was alright in American Pie, even though
she was good in that.
Also the worst part of that movie.
Of American Pie? I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch American Pie again.
Or like her relationship with that dude was like, for me, the worst part of American Pie.
Was she with Chris Klein?
No, that was Mina Suvari.
Oh,
she was
okay.
with the kind of wormy, boring-looking brown-haired dude.
The kid from...
He was trying to like figure out how to do sex because they were planning on doing sex. We found out about the tornado and the secret book in the library.
Was that the kid from like fucking Rookie of the Year? And
yeah.
Oh, him. Okay, yeah. The kid in King Arthur's Court. That guy. That's been years ago.
I forgot about that
I should
movie.
really learn his name. He's been in far
King
better.
Arthur's Court.
Hey, you were the kid in King Arthur's Court. Ha! Doopy doopy doopy. Take that, guy who's probably a very pleasant person and is good in other things.
Just fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, Deadpool. It was good, and the problem is that like a lot of the stuff that I liked about it would require spoiling the movie, and this is one where I genuinely don't want to spoil it for anyone.
What's great about this is it totally works as a Valentine's Day movie.
It really does, because like it's actually got a decent love story in it.
It
which
really
I was not
does.
expecting.
They have like killer fucking chemistry in this movie. And like I said earlier about Ryan Reynolds, I'm really glad Ryan Reynolds has found a really good movie, because he's been in a lot of bad movies, but even those bad movies he's still really good in. It's just the movie usually sucks.
Yeah, him and Marina Baccarin had really good chemistry, I thought.
Yeah, like they reference Valentine's Day a lot in the movie, but even aside from that, I'm like, wow, never mind that Dakota Johnson thing Irving flew solo at. Like, honestly, yeah, like, I really can't wait to take Violet to this. She would love the fuck out of this movie.
Apparently, a lot of people couldn't wait to take their 8-year-old children to this movie, which I thought was a little strange.
I am cool with that, because...
I know you're cool with
No,
that.
I mean, like... for reasons other than me just being like, yeah, go for it, man. For the reason because fuck that fucking petition that they tried putting out to put an alternate PG-13 cut of this movie out.
Okay, yeah, fuck that petition, but I also don't think that this is a movie for 8-year-old children.
It depends
and
on
I
the
don't
kid.
think that I'm that religious lady from Parks and Rec for saying so. It's
No.
like, there's a shit ton of cussing. There's a boob just hanging out and flapping. There's Ryan Reynolds' penis hanging out and flapping. There's his skin melting off of his face. If I watched skin melt off of face when I was 8, I would have not slept for a year.
If I had seen this movie when I was 8, it'd be like probably the 10th time I'd seen it, because I would have seen it when I was 6.
That's fine.
I think it depends on the kid. Like, I think it really does. I don't know, this kid in the movie seemed like he enjoyed it just fine. The kid in this movie didn't seem like...
Screaming, "Shut up, Deadpool!"
I heard him maybe once. You must have heard him more than I did.
It was at the very, very end.
Oh.
And that was when I noticed him. It was when Deadpool was doing like the Ferris Bueller's Day Off reference, which he probably did not get.
Who knows? He's seeing Deadpool in the theater. He might. He very well could be a huge Matthew Broderick fan. Like, you don't know.
That's
like,
true. I don't know that kid. Fucking whatever.
Like, I don't know. For me, maybe that's just because how I was raised. like hell. Like, when I was 8, like, my favorite movie was probably Revenge of the Nerds, which has a lot more than one side boob in it.
Again, the boob less for me than the skin melting off of a face. And the guy, like the guy that they sold us on, and like we developed a relationship with, then proceeding to just die in a fire.
At least this kid knows what pegging is now.
Yes, that's true. There was a pegging scene for International Women's Day, which was amazing.
That was hilarious.
But not for 8-year-olds.
That was very funny. Like, I remember when I saw 8mm in the theater, and there was some lady who brought, I think, like, it's got 8 in the title, so yeah, sure. And the guy...
There's no excuse for that.
No, I agree with that. There's a huge difference between that and, like, in Deadpool. Like, and, like, they were behind us with these 2 kids, and the guy at the ticket booth was like, "Ma'am, are you sure?" She's like, "Oh, they're fine." They must have been. Maybe they slept during the movie. I don't know. I didn't hear them. Maybe they were in shock. Mommy, don't let this happen to me.
Honey, you don't let this happen to you.
You end up in a snuff film, it's your own fault.
That's what you get.
Nicolas Cage ain't gonna be there to save you.
This movie was so good.
I like that. It's like a Marvel parody movie that takes place within certain Marvel universes.
Yeah, they got like the actual Xavier School for Gifted Children.
Yeah.
And they reference like, notice there's only ever 2 of you. It's almost like they couldn't afford to get any more X-Men.
Yeah, because there was Colossus and Letty.
Yeah, it's basically Letty.
It was nice of Letty
with like
to be in this
septum
movie.
piercing.
Huh?
I said complete with like the septum piercing.
Yeah, she was really good in this.
Yeah, there was a comic book character I'm not familiar with. It's like a nuclear teenage warhead, I guess.
Off-screen nuclear teenage warhead.
and yeah, Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just kind of there to be the good guys.
To like be like the moral compass for a hero that doesn't have many more. I mean, he has morals, but like not like Superman or Colossus or anything like that. I like this movie where it's a guy's like, I just want to get my girlfriend back, and I want to get revenge on this guy for fucking up my face, and I want to just shoot him in the head by the end of the movie. Like, I like when a Marvel movie, or really any kind of superhero movie in general, isn't about saving the city from disaster, or saving the world, or saving some whatever from this villain who's going to take over or whatever. I like it when it's... And those are going to be perfectly fine, but I like when there's one like this that's just... The guy got his face fucked up. He just wants to get these guys revenge. He wants his cancer cured. He wants to get back with the woman he loves and call it a day, you know?
He wants to murder Francis.
Yeah, Ed Skrein is really good in this. Which the last thing I saw him in he was the transporter in that new Transporter movie that came out. And he wasn't very good. But I don't know how much I would have liked him in that movie regardless, because he wasn't very charismatic, but when you're being forced to compare him to Jason Statham, who's wildly charismatic, that didn't work so well. He's good in this. Like, he has a lot of fun playing what would be kind of like a 90s action movie heavy. Just kind of speaks in gruff, like, with his gruff accent, and is just really kind of snide, and calls himself fucking Ajax and shit. Meanwhile, he's in a movie with this fucking smarmy ass sarcastic hero. Normally, like, a character like that would probably be the villain in, like, a Van Damme movie. It had a good soundtrack, too.
It had a really good soundtrack. It had Shoop in it and, like, X Gonna Give It To You.
The ones from the trailer,
Angel in the Morning.
It plays Angel in the Morning in the opening credits. It plays Neil Sedaka, Calendar Girl. It's got Wham on the soundtrack. Quite a bit. Like, it's like at this epic moment when he pulls a knife out of his head and just Chicago starts kicking in. Fuck yeah. It's kind of like if you combine, like, a Marvel movie with, like, Crank 2 High Voltage.
So, did you know much about this character before you came to the movie?
Just, like, the bare basics of the character. Like, the sense of humor, the meta humor, all of that. What most people probably... What I know about most characters like this when I go see one of these movies, meaning not as much as Dave and Brian.
Well, yeah, he started out as just kind of like a straight bounty hunter sort of character. There were a couple nods that I caught, like when there's a cup goes by in the beginning that says like Rob L on it, because Rob Liefeld is the guy that invented him, basically. And then Bob shows up, who's like a sidekick character in a couple of the comic books.
I was wondering about that, because I was like, I believe this is a reference I don't get. I was like, this is either a reference I don't get, or that's an actor I don't recognize.
I didn't recognize the actor, but yeah, that's what that character's from. Blind Al was actually, from what I can remember, he, like, in the beginning, he had actually, like, kidnapped her and was holding her against her will in her own house, back when it was a lot darker than it is now.
Yeah. What about T.J. Miller's character?
Oh, Weasel? Yeah, he's about the same. He doesn't run the bar. I think he's just his friend who's tech savvy.
When you got Ryan Reynolds and T.J. Miller in the same movie, it's gonna be like, pretty funny.
Yeah, dry, sarcastic wisecracking each other to death.
Yeah.
They both have a similar style where they're like charming and irreverent, but also kind of like whimsical.
Yeah.
Know?
They can get by on saying something and get a laugh out of it by just an inflection or just a tone in their voice or just a look or a reaction to something, whether it's reacting to his face, whether it's Ryan Reynolds flirting, and talking about jokes from everything from like pedophilia to like crack use and stuff like that.
The one character he just decided looked like a pedophile, and so that's just every single joke from there on in. Hey, Jared! Can I order a foot long with all the fixins or something?
And that works in this. That works with Ryan Reynolds in that delivery. It works with this character. It works in this film. Because that boy, putting in topical humor in a movie that's not easy to do. This movie does it very, very well, because it's just part of that makes sense in this universe. It makes sense in this kind of parody that they're doing. It's something that with his delivery and everything, that'll be funny regardless of when you're watching it. It doesn't come across like when we saw in 50 Shades of Black, like, oh, well, Marlon Wayans just saw that on the news this day, and so that got put in the script.
Stop reminding me about that movie.
About 50 Shades of Black?
We have to forget that it happened so we can be reminded in December.
I could talk about, like, other movies with Wayans in it. Like, remember The Great White Hype?
Yes, I do.
Do you really? I thought I was the only one who remembered that movie.
I've never seen it, but I remember it existing.
Damon Wayans has to box Peter Berg, but he gets a big old Buddha belly because he starts eating junk food, and when he's jogging to train for the boxing match, it zooms out and he's chasing an ice cream truck.
Because he's fat.
Yes. I remember that trailer. When it had a part in the trailer where it was just a montage of different characters going, damn! In case you didn't know, it's a 90s movie.
Yeah.
Damn!
I'm tired and I'm ready to go.
You don't want to talk about the Great White Hype some more?
We can talk about the Great White Hype here in a second.
Oh, don't you remember the part
I'm
where...
listening. I'm just listening with my eyes closed.
Oh, don't you remember the part where Jamie Foxx goes in the boxing ring? Mm-hmm. And then Samuel Jackson's like, son, put that gun down. Jamie Foxx like, you ain't my daddy, are you? What the fuck?
Why did he have a gun?
I haven't seen the movie since 1996. I'm shocked I remember this much about it. I haven't seen that fucking movie since it hit video. That was only in theaters for 5 minutes.
I think the only reason I know about that movie is because Brian told me all about it. So you should probably mention it to him, and then you guys can have a grand old time, for some reason remembering every single aspect of the movie The Great White Hype.
You know what? If there was one other person on this planet who who maybe remembers that movie, I'd put all my money that it would be Brian.
You would win all your money back.
Yeah. Like, I highly recommend Deadpool.
I highly recommend The Great White Hype.
I have no idea how that movie holds up. I don't know if I can make the commitment of recommending that movie. I haven't seen it in 20 years.
I highly recommend Deadpool, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel.
Oh God, I can't wait. It's got a post-credit sequence. It's the ending credit sequence is hilarious with the little animated Deadpool. Oh, it's such a funny movie.
Playing the saxophone, the sound of Careless Whisper.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Wham's on the soundtrack. I'm guessing Wham may be on the soundtrack for Zoolander 2 as well. I don't know. It was all over the first one. You ever saw Zoolander?
Oh, of course I saw Zoolander. I can't recognize Wham songs at first glance.
Wake Me Up Before You Go Go?
Yes. That was the song that was playing when they were spraying it with gasoline. I just didn't know that was a Wham song until you told me so.
Fuck yeah, it's a Wham song. No, I really am looking forward to taking Violet to this. Like, it's been a while since I've seen a movie twice in the theaters.
Oh, I'm taking Dave to this, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is he in Alton at a theater to it right now?
I don't think so. If he hasn't, I'll take him when he gets back home.
It's a funny movie where it's a character basically riffing his own film. And it works. The action in it is grotesque. It's over the top. It's F-bombs left and right. Like, they do
creative swearing too. It's not just fuck.
Oh yeah. It's the jokes are creative. They get so much emotion out of his face, just the work that they do on his eyes alone. Mm-hmm. Like, you see anger, you see frustration, you see sadness, you see everything, and just how they work his eyes on there. Hell, like, one of the funniest parts in the movie is when he realizes that Colossus and Letty distracted him, and then Ed Skrein rode off on his motorcycle, and he turns around and does this, like, it was like in Short Circuit 2 when number 5 was reading the books in the library. And remember that scene?
I vaguely remember that scene.
Michael McKean comes in and he's like, Giant, you see those guys over there? It's like the security guards. Like, they want to take your books away. Everybody's, ooh! Cut to the next scene. So good.
It was very much like that.
You got the trailers?
I sure do.
We walked in on, or at least I did, you were in there before I was, for Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, I've seen that preview. The one that I saw was Hardcore Henry.
That looks awesome.
Is it just like all GoPro, or? Yeah,
it's like, I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Charlton Copley is the lead.
You're wrong.
I saw... I saw a trailer for that like a couple months ago. And yeah, it's like POV action. Like, I think the movie looks like it's a lot of fun. I do not want to be in the front row for that fucking movie.
Yeah, I was getting a little nauseous watching it from where we were.
Yeah, but it looks like it'll be fun. It looks like it'll be a blast.
Doesn't look like my kind of movie, but it doesn't look bad. The Purge election year.
I'm excited for that. I loved the Purge Anarchy. I was not a fan of the first Purge movie, but the second one was awesome.
I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one.
Yeah, we saw the first one.
And I thought it was alright, you know.
You liked it better than I did. The second, like, I don't know how I mean, maybe if I went back and, because I remember one of my problems with the first one was that I just thought it was wasted potential. But now that I've seen
the sequel
and seen movies that really do something with that premise and do something fun and wild and really entertaining, maybe the first one would work better for me. I don't know, but this one,
recognizing it as like a slow build.
I mean, but also I remember that my problem with the first one too was it was just another home invasion movie, and I think we had like maybe just seen Trespass, which was awful.
Ugh.
This one though is like a direct sequel to the second one. Like it's still got Frank Grillo in it, and and that's because honestly, Purge Anarchy is probably the best Punisher movie. If you think of Frank Grillo's character as the Punisher.
Okay.
And he was amazing in the second one. So, like, that's cool he's in it. I mean, I would have appreciated if it was an anthology series, but...
Was the senator lady in the second one?
I can't remember, maybe.
Because there was talking like, oh, she's the only one of her family to survive.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if this is like a recurring character or if they were just giving us a backstory in a sentence.
I can't remember. I only saw the first one, or the second one when I saw it in the theater, but I thought it was a blast. I thought it was fucking entertaining as hell.
This is like a senator lady's trying to stop the purge from happening going forward, and so then they're trying to purge her.
There was nothing like that really in the second one. It was more just Frank Grillo's in his car with a bunch of guns and wants to use the purge as an excuse to kill the guy who killed his son, who like in a drunk driving thing. But then he ends up helping a bunch of people out like in downtown Los Angeles. Like it was a really cool fucking movie. But this one, I think at the beginning said something like 15 years later, which is weird because he barely looks fucking older than he did in the second one. But I really love the second one, so I'm looking forward to this.
Then we got the Brothers Grimsby, which the audience fucking loved.
Because they've never seen the trailer before. You can always tell when you've seen a trailer a lot, like we have, but the audience hasn't, because they were shocked Sacha Baron Cohen was in this. I'm not. I've seen this trailer 500 times.
He's one of the Grimsbys.
I'll bet you that was probably in front of Irving's movie, too. I don't know. Like, that could go either way for me. I'm tired of seeing the trailer, though.
Well, you get mad because that one guy you like gets killed.
I don't like the Scott Adkins gets killed in the trailer. Makes me very upset.
Ukrainian Ben Affleck. Yeah, Batman v Superman.
That trailer is way goddamn better than that last one that they released. Like, honestly, that last trailer shouldn't have fucking existed. Like, it really should have been just this one and that teaser trailer.
Yeah.
But that trailer it's the new one that was just released a couple of days ago.
Like the Batman. And,
it's a lot of Batman in the trailer.
And his Alfred, who's kind of a cool looking dude.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Irons. Fuck yeah.
And then, like, Wonder Woman shows up. I guess her and the Batman are an item. And I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for, but I'm pretty sure I can be rooting for Batman. I'm going to be... Having seen Man of Steel, I guarantee I'll probably be rooting for Batman. I got it during our movie. I got a text from Brian. I can't show it because of the phone, but it's some new poster for that movie, and he's like, "Oh, thank God, the movie hasn't come out yet, and Superman's already saved the city." It's Superman with a fucking smoldering ass city behind him. Brian sends me another text. Did I say saved? Sorry, I meant he destroyed another fucking city. I think it's smart that they're using a lot of Batman in these trailers. Batman's a selling point.
Mm-hmm.
He breaks the Batmobile against Superman.
Yeah. I got a lot of problems with that last trailer they put out, but...
Which one was this? Is this one where it's got a lot of...
The one that pretty much shows every arc of the movie in it.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one. I saw one where it's like Lex Luthor, like, the red capes are coming.
Yeah, okay, that was the first trailer. I don't think he did that in the second I might be wrong, but...
And then they've got those 2 Turkish airline trailers.
Oh, I saw those, yeah.
Those are cute, I like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fine.
And we got Independence Day Resurgency.
You know, that Super Bowl spot for that was pretty much kind of what I figured the movie's gonna be, which is like, wow, it's weird that the special effects are more convincing 20 years ago. Because in that Super Bowl spot, it's showing like another city getting destroyed, and it looks like every movie like this of the past 10 years, where this could be any movie. This could be 2012. This could be The Day After Tomorrow. It could be San Andreas or whatever. Like, I don't... Like, it would have been cooler if they went back to using mono work like they did in the first movie, but I don't know. I mean, like, the first one's fun. Like, the first one's just dumb popcorn fun. Like, it's an entertainment. Yeah. It's just a dumb, fun, cheesy little movie, and I like I get enjoyment out of the first one, and I hope the second one will be like that too, but I don't know. You looking forward to it?
In it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be great. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Jeff
Maybe
Goldblum.
Maybe bring Brett Spiner back.
Yes.
And then finally, Mike and Dave need wedding dates. Which, this is the first time I've seen this trailer, and it was hilarious.
I did like that. Like,
I'd like to see Aubrey Plaza and,
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick being like co-lady female leads.
Yeah, that actually looked pretty funny, and I just saw her as Zac Efron and Aubrey Plaza and Zac Efron in Dirty Grandpa. I think Irving and I are the only two people who thought that movie was okay. Like, we didn't think it was that bad. That got like a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. We were like, I don't know. I guess that just hit us in the right sophomoric sweet spot. It wasn't terrible, but we laughed here and there in it. And this one, Aubrey Plaza's hilarious. I thought she was, I love her on Parks and Rec. I thought she was really funny in Dirty Grandpa. She looks really fucking funny in this movie. Yeah, it looked like a good time. Like, I like some shenanigans movies like that.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of like the sister getting jacked up right before her wedding. Like, that kind of humor does not amuse me, but...
What joke was that?
They were like right on the 4x4s, and the one just like pegs his sister in the face, and this is the one that's getting married.
Yeah.
And it shows her face, and she's like, yeah, Jake, all right. And it's all like bruises, and everyone's like, ugh. And that's the joke.
Do I have a mark on my face?
Catch grandma on fire, like that sort of stuff. What movie was that?
That was The Wedding Ringer, wasn't it?
Yeah, The Wedding Ringer.
I like it more like in Tommy Boy, and he's like, it just hurts right here. Not here, but right here. It's this giant fucking bruise. Yep, you look fine. That's another good movie.
It was gone the next day.
You healed very fast in the 90s.
If it turns out that the sister is fine the next day, then I retract my my issues.
If she's fine the next day, that would be hilarious. Although I say that, but that was a huge problem we had with 50 Shades of Black.
Where did her belly button go?
The fuck did her Audi go? Ugh. You're starting to lose me, movie.
Holding up a flowchart. This ain't right. This ain't right at all.
No. Wadding up my tickets, throwing it on the ground.
Tearing down a big board with like the yarn and the push books.
That would have been hilarious if you just took out yarns during that movie, just bored, or just at any movie bored.
I genuinely would, but then I would be in the review being like, I have no idea what happened in the middle bit, guys, sorry. But look at what I made.
Yeah, that's very nice. I didn't bring my knitting stuff. I had to watch fucking Marlon Wayans' micro penis.
He's so small.
I can't remember what comes out next week. I think Risen, maybe.
You guys just looked it up.
We did.
I can't remember either.
I think Gods of Egypt.
No, Gods of Egypt is the week after next.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Vamp, I'll look it up.
If it's the week after next, then I'll be back in town.
Oh, is that so? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I get back on that Thursday.
I was really wanting to see Gods of Egypt for some reason.
I'll be back on Thursday, and my train should get back before the movies.
Movie releases 2016.
Scroll. Still in January. I saw that there was a theater up near Detroit that was showing a re-release From Dusk Till Dawn, but it was in Canada.
I am in 2015. But like the Duff. Why is the Duff coming out again?
The 1 year anniversary of the Duff.
Okay, so February 19th we're looking at. We got Risen and Race. And then the week after that we got Gods of Egypt 999 and Eddie the Eagle.
Right on. Yeah, I should be back for a week from... In 2 weeks I should be back. See ya.